I think Stacy's the only one that anybody sees.
I know, and I don't
Oh, she's
understand
sharing
that.
her screen is why.
Stacy is sharing her screen. Okay.
Yes. She looks good.
You
I
do.
don't know
I
what I'm
like
doing.
your picture is pretty, Stacy. We like
Oh,
that. Okay.
I don't
So,
know what I'm doing.
okay, we're gonna mute your audio, but I'm not really sure why. Do you know why we're seeing Stacy's screen here? Okay, you are viewing Stacy's screen, view options.
Hey, Erin, can you just
Yeah.
kick her like off and then she can hop back on? Like you can remove
Stacy,
her
unshare.
and then she can just hop back on.
Yeah, she can unshare at the bottom.
Okay, Stacy, if you see the share button at the bottom, can you unshare that? And if not, then I'm gonna kick you out of here and then you're gonna have to come back on here because I need you.
There we go.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Thank you, sister. Okay, perfect. All right, so we are recording, so we got that lovely intro right there. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. You guys, welcome to our team call tonight. I think that this is going to be our most epic team call of the year. And Carl, you are meeting with the Fit Fighter Nation tonight, and we also have some awesome coaches on from the Sparta Nation downline as well. Some coaches who are ready to push to the end of the year as well. So we've got a great group of coaches on tonight. And most of us, a lot of us are from Indiana, so we're super excited to have, you know, you in our neck of the woods again, in our living rooms, in our homes, in our kitchens tonight, so it's really fun. So I'm Erin Young, and this is David, and we are really proud to lead this amazing team of coaches. And we have one team call a month, and this is it, you guys, and we are going to work to finish the year strong. And I think that tonight is going to be pivotal for you and your business and our teams and the people's lives that you are going to make an impact this month. Because you guys, I really am so excited that Carl is here tonight. I feel so blessed and so honored that he is here. I know that we get an opportunity, a lot of the coaches on this team, we get the opportunity to hear from Carl and to see him at leadership and to see him in different venues and hear his heart and feel the pulse that he has for this company and the vision, and he inspires us and he instills such incredible belief in us when we sit in front of him and we listen to him speak. And tonight you get to have that. And I think it's a really amazing gift that you're getting this evening. And I don't think it's random or it's by chance. I think it's on purpose. And I think that everyone here tonight is here on purpose and it's not random. And I know that you're going to learn something tonight that is going to inspire you and motivate you. You're going to hear something that you need to hear. And I really do hope that by the end of the call that you have a greater understanding of your value and of your purpose of as a coach, because I really take great ownership, and I think there's a great weight and opportunity there that you have, and you're going to hear more about that. And I really do hope and believe that you have more courage and belief in yourself than you ever have before. We are on the day of the most amazing launch in our company, you guys. Seriously, Shanti is back, right? And we get to share his gift in this gift with so many people. I really do believe that this is the most important month of the entire year of your journey, but also of your business journey. And I believe full-heartedly and wholeheartedly that if you take advantage of it and you show up for others and you show people the way, that you are going to make a massive impact. I hope that you have a really crazy cool goal right now set of how many lives you are going to change this month. And I hope that you believe and see that you can truly make that happen. You guys, I know 100% that if we show up every day on this journey, leading by example, we are going to change so many people's lives. And I just can't even contain it. It's going to be incredible. Okay, so I'm going to stop talking because we have the man in the house. Okay, so Carl, I went onto our team page and I asked people if they had any questions for you, and I have a few questions, but I honestly just want you to take it over. And I know that you always have a little bit of an idea of what you want to share, and you just take it over and we'll roll with it and be flexible tonight. So,
I think it's actually, as long as they're not too technical or about new products, I'd love to hear the questions. But first, let me just say thank you. It's really nice to be here, and I appreciate everybody. Whether it's 8 o'clock where you are, or 5 o'clock, or if you're in the UK, you should probably be asleep. But the fact that everybody gets on is always amazing to me, because you have a choice, and you don't have to come to these calls and certainly on a big day like today where there's so many people vying for participation in the exclusive coach test group of Transform 20 and wanting to make sure that they get their step before they have the possibility of selling out. My understanding is that we've already sold through about a quarter of the inventory in the first day. The first day is always the biggest day, so we should be okay, but we'll be good for a little while. But anyway, I appreciate that you guys show up when you could be sharing carts. But, I want to answer questions because, like, normally I would talk about bridging or making the most out of November or making the most out of that time between November and December before the big launch. But right now it's like game on. I think the most important thing really is that you're doing two things. One is that, if we were to use a metaphor, that your sails are up because the wind is blowing. And anybody who sort of goes into this week, and particularly today and tomorrow, casually, before you really engage in this, because it's the holidays, because there's other things going on. If you signed on to this to create some opportunity for yourself, you need to step up and take advantage of that opportunity and be sharing. Literally, your fingers should be numb for the next 3 days because you're sharing you're sharing carts for whatever purpose, for whatever program, because right now, people are spending a lot of money. They're spending a lot of money on gifts, on everybody else, but their clothes are fitting tighter. They just went through Thanksgiving week, and I call it Thanksgiving week because they didn't go through it and they just had, Thanksgiving, I overate, I had 2 pieces of pie. What happened was they went shopping on Tuesday and, look, you can grab a handful of chocolate-covered pretzels while you're shopping, and they don't even bust you if you eat them out of the cart. It's awesome. So you're snacking while you're shopping, and you bought some good stuff, and then you're cooking, and you're tasting, and you're snacking while you're cooking, and then the big day comes. Well, that's Thanksgiving. You're not going to be the one that doesn't have 2 helpings. Everybody's enjoying it. It's a feast, so you do it. But then Friday, you kind of feel gross, and it's Friday, so you're like, you know what? It's Black Friday. The food court at the mall is open, and I'm buying sweaters and shirts and everything for everybody, so I deserve to go to the food court and have a little fun. And then it's Saturday, and you're like, well, I've really blown it all week, so I'm just off the wagon. I'm going to not worry about it. I'm going to have a great time. And then Sunday, you just feel gross, and it's like, I got to do something. Right now, I can guarantee you good 50 to 90% of the people around you are feeling that way in their own skin. They're having salty food. They're drinking more than normal. They're retaining water. Just everything feels off. And it probably even feels worse than it is, particularly if they lost weight throughout the year. That is the time that right now they are starting to think about, they're considering what are they going to do to get back on track. And you can either be late to the party and not worry about it till January 1st, and you might have missed the opportunity to talk to them about this community that works for people, or you make your fingers numb and blisters and calluses because you're sending so many share carts out. Right now, while we have so much momentum with Transform 20, we have so many programs that work for people. Lift 4, Shift Shop just had these, huge, this huge event through the last 6 months. Before that, you have 80-Day Obsession with probably, I think, around 22 million views. I was in a meeting today with somebody who was asking me how many members we have in Beachbody On Demand. And I said, it's 1.5 million members. And they said, well, when a program goes up, how many times do people see that? And I said, well, let me give you an example. We have this program, 80-Day Obsession, which as of, I think it was August or September, broke through 20 million views. That's like Super Bowl time, okay? And all I'm saying is it's happening here. and you can help people, but you're going to have to take action. This meeting right here, and the reason I'm going to be brief is because this is not the work. This is talking about the work, and it's cool for us to motivate each other, and I think it's great that you all are showing up, but I want you doing the work while the wind is blowing, because it is happening right now. So the real bottom line, though, is that I also understand that for many people, if you had one of those Thanksgivings where you're not feeling that good in your own skin right now, it can be intimidating to go out there and invite people to your challenge groups. She's like, ooh, I'm really not feeling like a beach body right now. I'm going to do a little thing that I do on these calls. Raise your hand if you're a beach body. Put your hand up. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Keep it up. Just keep it up. All right. Now let's do something else. Okay. Well, we'll just do this imaginary because I don't have a pen. So so put your hands down. Good. We got that. A few people raise your hand. Now, if you are more conscious about, doesn't mean you need to be perfect about it, but if you're more conscious about working out more regularly, check that box. If you are more conscious about your portions and the type of food, the quality of food that you're eating, if you're being more conscious about it, more conscious about what you're doing for your family, check that box. If you're doing the best you can to drink this superfood shake every day and try to help fill that missing link of nutrition that's in your life, you check that box. And if you are participating in both contributing to and getting the benefit from a community of like-minded people, check that box. Okay, let's review the boxes here. Fitness, food choices, portion control, superfood shake, and participating in a community. If you check those 4 boxes, raise your hand. Doesn't mean you need to be perfect. You're just okay. Did you see what just happened? Look at you, fantastic people. Beachbody is a made-up word. It doesn't even exist in the dictionary. You can look it up and you go, let me find out what that sexy word is all about. It's made up. Beach and body. It's not even a thing. So who's giving it meaning that you couldn't raise your hand? What Beachbody means, in fact, I invented it. I'll be quite honest with you. What it means is being more conscious about what you eat, being more conscious about being more active, drinking that superfood shake, and participating in a community of like-minded people. You are a Beachbody. So here we are during launch week for a program called Transform 20, massive catalog of programs that help people in all ranges and types of fitness that they can do, bunch of different nutrition programs, 2B mindset. We got Portion Fix coming this spring, like so many opportunities. The last thing we need to do is hold back because we're judging ourselves because we're not a Beachbody. What we need to do is, if you had a tough time over Thanksgiving or the holidays are catching up with you a little bit, share that. If anybody was at leadership, you heard about the power of sharing your story. Share your real story, and you will have far more impact with people than if you wait around to share your story and be a part of the solution for when you are a Beachbody, according to some definition that you gave it, because I didn't give it that. It's just made up. So that's what we need to do. We need to get after it now. We need to not hold back. As you might have heard, Southern California went through these fires over the course of like a couple weeks ago, and my family was evacuated. A lot of our fellow coworkers were evacuated, trainers, even coaches, and it was really a nasty scene. But what was interesting is some people stayed back and saved houses with garden hoses and fire extinguishers and stuff. Now, those people did not wait for somebody to say, okay, you are an official first responder. You are allowed to fight fire with a hose. They just said, you know what? That's my neighbor's house. I'm going to help see if I can fight off the fire for my neighbor. I'm going to see if I can help these people. I'm just going to do it. It's the same thing right here. In fact, even more so, because the trend of obesity and lifestyle disease affects 2 out of every 3 people. 1 out of every 3 adults is pre-diabetic. We have in fact, the CDC just came out that the life expectancy has gone down yet again. That means the legacy we're leaving our children is a life expectancy that is shorter than our own because of the lifestyle choices that we are teaching and using in the household, okay? You are a first responder to saving the lives of the people who haven't tapped into a more active lifestyle, better portion control and nutrition, this missing link superfood shake, and a community of like-minded people that help each other. I'm officially deputizing you as a first responder to help people right now, starting today. In fact, when you hover over that little leave meeting button today, see if the kids, I don't know, put them in front of the TV or ask them to clean up, I don't know, but see if you can get yourself a half hour and send out 20 share cards to people or follow up with 30 people before you go to bed tonight and say, look, we've got this incredible deal going on, this incredible VIP early access sale that if you buy a challenge pack, we waive the VIP charge, which is, I think, $40, and you got to get the step before they go get sold out, and you'll be a part of this movement that's going to happen starting January 15th. And the good news is the minute that they buy into this, they already have access to try programs. They can do Clean Week, A Little Obsessed. They can do Sean Week, whatever. They can start a program. They can even just start understanding how the nutrition is going to work so that they make it through the holidays, maybe not to lose weight, but at least not to put more weight on. It's so easy. They just watch their portions, watch their alcohol intake, and maybe be a little bit more active. They could just do like 1 or 2 10-minute trainers a day, and they'll burn off a couple extra 100 calories, and that can make the difference in a couple, 2-3 pounds a month that they would otherwise put on, right? It's simple math. So that's what we're going to do, okay? So now so we got 10 minutes left because I got to get on another call. I want to give you 10 minutes to ask some questions, and then we're all going to jump off of here and go be first responders and save some lives. Deal? All right, go ahead. You first.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask some of our coaches who submitted questions to ask their questions, okay?
Yeah.
And so I don't know if Stephanie McDonald's on here. Stephanie, are you on here, girlfriend? Let's see if she's on here. You can unmute yourself if you are. She had a busy evening. Okay, I'm going to ask her a question. But she said, and I like this because I do feel like this is something that our coaches are feeling. And she said, what do you do to stay inspired and passionate every single day, especially when you're hearing no and you're getting rejection?
Yeah. It's really easy and really hard at the same time. Here's what's easy about it. Your goals have to be bigger than your fear of rejection or letting the opinions of other people affect your goals. So that's just it. So 100 people can say no. Here, I heard a great story one time, just sort of an example to demonstrate. If somebody told you, if there were Dixie cups lined up around the block, if there was 100,000 Dixie cups lined up around the block, and you knew that there was a diamond worth $30,000 hidden under one of the Dixie cups, would you turn over 10 Dixie cups, and if you didn't find the diamond after the 10, stop? No, you keep turning over Dixie cups until you find the darn diamond. And it's the same thing with this process. You just keep turning over Dixie cups until you find people. When I get on these calls, I usually ask people, I didn't want to do it today because everybody's making sales today, but I usually ask somebody who was the last one to sell a challenge pack. And I go through what the process is. And almost every single time, it turns out that it was like, who did you sell it to? And what I hear is it's somebody who's been rejecting me for a year and a half, or somebody I've been talking to for 6 months and even made fun of me, or a family member who said, that's never going to work. But then they saw that they were posting to Instagram stories. They kept doing their workouts. They weren't creating you don't have to create a reality TV show on your Instagram stories. What you need to show, as we say in the Vital Behaviors, be the proof the product works. Show you're doing the workouts, not just a little video of you doing the workouts. Show some of the food that you're eating. Show you're drinking the shake and be consistent about that. And people who are following you will go, you know what? She's serious about it. If your goal is more important than people being on your timeline, then you won't quit that goal. Now, this is why we advocate personal development. And I read and listen to books on tape constantly. One of my favorites for this very issue is called The Obstacle is the Way. I think it's by a guy named Ryan Holiday, I want to say. But anyway, The Obstacle is the Way. Maybe somebody can look it up and confirm that. But it basically talks about how anything that is an opportunity is going to have obstacles. There's no such thing as a vacuum in business, meaning where there's demand, where there's unmet demand, somebody's going to try to meet that demand. So you're going to keep looking for it, and you're going to deal with the obstacles, and you're going to learn from the hurdles. And here's the thing. I'll give you one little tip tonight in the 6 minutes that we've got, and we'll get to the next question. When somebody says to you, when you're talking to a prospect, and if they give you what we call the price objection on Shakeology, you want to, you never have to fear that question again. Because let's look at it for real. You're talking to somebody over direct message on Instagram or Facebook, and you're talking about a shake, superfood shake. They don't know what that means, what it does. And they sure as heck don't understand why it costs 3 or 4 times the brown powder they could get at the grocery store that's in the health aisle. Why on earth would they understand why this stuff costs $130, except for the fact that it worked for you? So you get to say, and this is what I want you to maybe write down somewhere, never be embarrassed by the price objection again. All you got to do is say, that's the same reaction I had when I found out that this shake cost $130. And this is what I love about this company, because I can't expect you to love this shake until you try it for at least a week. The customer feedback we get is that digestion improves within a week, weight loss starts to show within a week, you start to feel more energy without more caffeine within a week, and you just start to feel better. But we give you a whole month. That's the good news. What I love about this company is you can try the shake for an entire 30 days, and if they don't like it, they get their money back. In fact, anybody who you do sell, that needs to be our agreement that we've got tonight, is that either they get the results that you've gotten and a belief in the health benefits of the shake and the active, healthy lifestyle, or you get them their money back. We don't want any other option out of the sales that you make. So when people give you this, what we call the price objection, you say, it's exactly what my reaction was, and that's what I love about this company is I'm telling you it's going to affect you the way it affects me, or you get your money back. That's the only way, because you've never tried it. So why would you spend $130 sight unseen? But you get to do it with a money-back guarantee. Okay, so there's a little tip. Now, what's another question you got?
Lisa Cook, are you on here? I can't see everybody right now.
I'm here.
Hi, Lisa.
Hello.
Okay. Do you want to ask your question?
I'd love to.
Okay.
Hi, Carl. Thanks so much for being here with us.
Sure,
Super excited. I would like to know what you are most proud of from this past year.
Well, look, if you look at where we were last November, December. So just to give you a sense of it, last November, we were down. Like I look at what the net adds of coaches. How many coaches do we have? Last November, we were down 10,000 coaches. And we had actually 3 months in a row. We lost like 6,000 coaches, then 10,000 coaches, and then we were just about break even last year, December, because 2017 was a tough year because we were really transitioning to this digital methodology. And then 80-day obsession happened and things started to turn around. And so I can't really highlight one thing except for the fact that my team, my trainers, and you coaches, the ones that are still here, didn't quit. And like the month of the year that is the one that I always sort of see what we're made of is November. And we were actually net positive by about 1,000 coaches this November versus net 10,000 negative last year. That's a really big deal. And so I'm really proud of everybody that hung in through this, because it's easy to think that the grass is greener somewhere else, that it's going to be easier somewhere else. But I'm telling you, the reason that we have this opportunity is nobody has solved this problem of obesity and lifestyle disease, except for people who show up on calls like the 59 of you who say, you know what, I don't care if it's a Monday night. It's a Monday? No, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday? It's Tuesday. I don't care if it's a Tuesday. I don't care if I don't even know what day it is. I'm getting on this call because I'm signing up to do something. I want to be meaningful in my life. And so I'm going to be there. And then when I hit leave meeting tonight, I'm going to invite 10, 15, 20 people to be a part of this Transform 20 challenge, or to get the program that's right for them and to get this shape that can change their lives. That's what I'm proud of. So I'm sorry I can't give a good answer. That's just one thing, but it's the whole thing. And every year we have another year to go into January 1st where the momentum happens again, is another year that I'm super proud. We're going into our 20th anniversary. And, you know, where else in the fitness industry, literally in the health and fitness industry, is there a group of coaches getting on a call at night when they could be watching TV or doing anything to plan out their fitness future, talking about doing Transform 20, and then we're going to move to Ultimate Portion Fix, and then we're going to be teed up to reshoot 21-Day Fix, and then 21-Day Fix Extreme, and then a super secret project that you're going to find out about in January that we're going to kick off at Summit. Like, we got this year planned. I'm telling you, no gym that I know of has their members and their trainers getting on Zoom calls talking about the next 6 months. It's you superheroes that are doing this. So that's what I'm proud of. But I'm also proud of being on time. And I've got an 8:30 call that I need to jump on to. So I'm sorry I didn't get to everybody's questions, but you guys rock. I'm super proud of you. But now, look, the most important thing, who cares what I said? Doesn't matter. What matters is when you click leave meeting, share a cart, help 2, 3, 4 people. Tonight is not over. Today is not over. Set a record. Hit Success Club today or tomorrow and make this your best month ever until January, and you're going to make that your best month ever. So just keep doing great work. All right, guys? Sorry that I have to jump off. I'd like to give it more time, but I appreciate what you do. Thanks for having me on, Aaron, and your husband. I hope that's your husband behind you.
That's him, yeah.
Most
Thank you so much. Thank you. We love you. Thanks for all that you do.
All right, guys. Take care.
Yeah. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. That was amazing. Okay, so then what am I telling them? What did you say?
I just think the coolest part of all this, and you guys just kind of got a taste of that vision. But when you hear Carl speak, you hear him speak 8, 12 months into the future. Because that's where he's thinking. Like, they're already thinking about the 2020 programs that are coming out. That is what is so cool, is the fact that we get to continue to invite people to this party, to something that we know is going to change their life, their family's life for years to come. And we don't even know what that looks like. But we have such a dynamic leader in him and the whole team that makes that happen. But I think the biggest thing is just, action is the biggest step. What we do with information is ours, but how we act on information gets to become everyone's.
Well, and I think that he proved to you tonight, I think him showing up was him saying you matter, right? That your role matters, that this team matters, that everything that you're doing matters. I just think that for him to say, hey, Aaron, I'm going to come speak on your call, and just to show up to show up, right? To show support and to just inspire that what you are doing truly matters. And I asked Stephanie's question because, and it's such a basic question, right? But it's so valid because we do wake up and we're wondering, like, is this work really worth it? A lot of days. There's so many times where I was like, shit, what like, what the hell am I doing? You know, like what, like seriously, like I feel like I'm beating my head against the wall and I hit Success Club just because I made Dad buy a challenge pack this 1 month, right? Like you're like, what? Like I can't even hit Success Club. Like what? And you're just wondering if it's worth it. And some of my affirmations that I've been reading to myself lately that have been really giving me this incredible confidence and like this clarity of purpose is that people's lives depend on me. And that's true, right? People's lives depend on me and depend on you and depend on us. Because we really do have a solution that is affordable, that can work for every single person. And if you choose to get off this call and not invite tonight, you're letting that go, right? That affirmation. I also believe that the health and the well-being of families depend on us. Because if the lifespan and expectancy of our children is going down, our children's not. They're going to freaking live forever. They're crazy, okay? But they're going to, I mean, like, but other people's children, their life expectancy, like, that's not okay. Right? That's not okay. And we have a solution that's going to change a pivotal person in a family, be it a mom or a dad, that's going to bring health into someone's home. Like that's us. We get to do that. And I also believe that the world needs to hear from you tonight and tomorrow morning and tomorrow night and the next morning and the next night. The world needs to hear from you. People need to hear from you because your message does matter and your value is huge. We're not just a random mom in Fishers, Indiana, or Noblesville, or wherever you live, working out in your living room at all. You're not. You're the mom that chose to show up. You're the dad that chooses to put your kids in front of Snow White so you can be inspired and be surrounded by amazing people, or Roblox, or whatever they did tonight, Anna, okay? Like that, you're something special, and every single person that I know needs a community like this. And so the thing of it is that December is the month where incredible things happen for everyone. And I do want you to set a number, because if we don't have a number in mind, we're just shooting arrows into the darkness. We don't have a target to help us with our actions and take specific action, and to push us into a sense of urgency, because you need to be in a freaking sense of urgency. Because the thing of it is, there's about a week span where people are like in Christmas and holiday mode, and then December 26th and 27th, it's freaking gangbusters. So you have to set yourself up. Like, I think I sold like 10 challenge packs in one day, like on the 27th of last year, because people are ready. They're so ready, but you got to set yourself up, and you got to get in people's inboxes and on their minds and planting the seeds right now. Okay. But literally, here's what I want you to think about. Okay. I have had some coaches tell me that setting a number seems wrong. Okay. And that setting a number kind of stresses them the frick out, like Success Club, like it's just a number, right? In fact, it's not true at all, because every number is a life, and every life is connected to a family. And today, when I wrote my goals this morning, I wrote down, I will change 20 lives this month, which seemed like a big freaking goal to me. Okay. But then I read 4 chapters of the 10X rule, and I was like, that was small potatoes. So I came back to my goals tonight, and I said, no, Erin, you're going to change the lives of 30 people this month. Okay. And you know what? That doesn't mean I'm going to sell 30 challenge packs, but I'm going to change the lives of 30 people, whether it's just Beachbody on demand or whether it's whatever, if a trial, I don't care. But if I set a number, man, and a scary number like 30, okay, that is scary to me, but I have got to sit down and take action, because those 30 people's names that I haven't written down yet, okay, like their lives depend on me being brave and pushing my limiting beliefs to the side and getting out of my own way and showing up in front of them, right? And I know you believe me, and I know you understand what I'm saying, and I know you want to believe that you can do it, but you can't. But this is the month where you can, and you have to show yourself that you can. Every single person that you help in the month of December will become your ride or die Beachbody lifer. Okay, because they're going to get Shanti in their life and in their home, and he's going to change their life forever. I am here today, and a majority of you are here. Raise your hand if you are, because Shanti blessed your life. Okay, and you are a coach because of Shanti, and you paid it forward because of Shanti. And now you get to share that with someone else. So you got to take yourself back to that first Shanti program, that first day you push play. And I could only do 2 minutes of the workout without thinking I was going to die. Okay. And now I'm a freaking group exercise instructor, and I love Shanti, and I'm like, bring on max 30 and Tabata, whatever. Okay. Like, changes your life forever. Okay. So we have to remind ourselves of where we've been and the way we felt and where we are now. And we're not the hero in the story, but we're the guide for the person that needs to hear from us. And we are the guide that needs to save the life of a family, to save the lives of a family, the health of a family, the wellness of a family, of a mom, of a dad, of whoever. And your message matters, and our value is just huge. First responder, I loved how Carl said it. So you got to take action. Okay, so I'm going to stop blah, blah, blabbing. Okay, and Team Fit Fighter Nation, like, there's going to be events, Emerald and 24s, and business opportunities. And we're going to do a huge, big workout team party on the 11th when the preview workout's out. You just got to stay tuned to the team page. Okay, that's a lot of detail that doesn't matter at this real hot second. Okay, but what matters is that you believe that you matter in this equation of success, and that you actually make sure that success in the month of December is the only option. And success is minimally hitting Success Club, because that's 3 lives that need you this month, minimally. Okay, minimally. And I hope that they join Sean's test group and you're signing up coaches. Okay, is that all? Did somebody unmute themselves and want to say something?
I mean, though, just,
I feel like somebody did.
I love, and that was our minister's message at church this week, was those numbers.
It matters.
Are people who matter.
Mm-hmm.
They're not numbers.
It's not
They're
just a number.
People who matter. 30 people, that's half the amount of people in the car pickup line at school.
Right. Yeah.
How many families is that? Those are people who matter, especially this time more than ever, because, you know, I always go back to what they say on an airplane. If you have kids, you have to take care of yourself first. And this is the time of year when people need that more, because they're putting other people's time, other people's priorities, family get-togethers above their own health, and they can't give to their family in what should be the most giving time. Give to yourself first, so that you can give to others.
Amen. All right. Okay. Did anybody have anything else? There's Courtney from, where are you? Like some tropical place?
Costa Rica, but it's for work, I promise.
Hey, we've worked in beautiful places before too, right? Okay. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for being on here tonight. So your job is to take action, and to keep taking action, and to lead by example. Lead your home by example, your community by example, your team by example, and to be the light and the guide for how this is done. Okay. And believe in yourself, you guys. People's lives depend on you. Believe that. Okay? Own it. All right, you guys.